Amos SuperFast Max Concentrated Drain Powder. Now, first of all, it's a 2-pack. This 2-pack is the most economical way to clean your drain that Professor Amos has in their entire catalog of products. 24 clogs. So this is a crystal. You can hear when I shake it. You mix it with a cup of warm water and then pour it down your drain. So this is the best that we've ever done, best special, best deal, $84 retail value for $39.95, $13.32, and the price goes away in a couple of hours because it's only for the day, it's only for today, and a third of the quantity has already been sold. So I hope you start ordering early. You order here at HSN by the item number, which is 709284. My producer's updating me that oh, it's 48 uses for both? Oh, okay. So this is what it's used for. The drain, the clogs, you know, the hair, the conditioner mixed with it. It goes on and on and on. And here's how many uses. Yeah, maybe it's 24 for one bottle. So 24 for one bottle, 48 uses because you are getting 2 bottles. Wow. Okay, so that is double what I thought. We're gonna go to Amos Harp III, Professor Amos's son, who is standing by. So forgive me for my bad math. So it's not 24, it's double what I originally said.
I forgive you, Helen. It's okay. I did it earlier, trust me.
Thank you.
48 applications. I mean, I'm talking about this. So what we have, it's called SuperFast Max, and this isn't a drain cleaner. This is not a drain opener. This is different. What we have, it's a drain cleaner. It doesn't just open your drain line, it cleans your drain line. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So I take one application into a cup of hot water, and you're gonna pour that right down the drain line. Now, SuperFast Max has an accelerated formula. What that means to you is it works on contact to break down the grease and oils. Now, SuperFast Max turns your hair into foam, it turns your food into foam, all the greases and oils turn into foam. That's called saponify. That's the dynamic way that it works, turning everything in the drain into foam. Now that foam breaks down into liquid. You give this about 10 minutes, let it break down, let it do the work, and inevitably this will all pass through the drain line when you run hot water. So the science, it's very scientific. When our formula comes in contact with the clog, anything in your drain line that's oiled by turns into a foam. That's called saponify. So remember that word, saponify. But when we have clogs at home, we normally go out to the depot, one of the home stores, and get a consumer product like this. If you use a product like this, you're doing more damage than good. Let me explain. Products like these, I read the label now, this is actual factual. Products like these contain acid, bleach, ammonia, animal fats in there. That's highly corrosive materials that you're pouring down the drain line. The other thing they tell you, Helen, they say use half the bottle. Pour half the bottle down the drain line. I'm going to pour about as much as I can fit down test tube number 2, and there it is right there. Now, I want to show you what happens. I need you to squeeze in and take a good close look. 90% of the chemicals trickle past the clog. They ooze, they creep right past the clog, and they end up down here at that curve unit. That curve unit's designed to hold fluid. It's called a trap, and it holds fluids to keep odors from coming back up and permeating through your house, but the chemicals are sitting there building heats of 160 degrees. That's way too hot for your drain lines. Your drain lines aren't bulletproof. They're not made to get that hot. So what I want to do, I'm going to give it a shot, though. My dad said be fair. My dad, Professor Amos, be fair. Let the product, let it try and have a chance. Now, if you come on over to test tube number 3, here we go, Helen. Here we go. 1 application, 1 cup of hot water. That's all you need to dissolve the gunk in your drain line. So you pour that right down the drain line. All you really need is 6 to 8 ounces down the drain. And last week's food, last month's food, Helen, last year's food, it's hard and solidified in your drain line. There it is right there. It's breaking it down, turning everything into foam. And remember, I said it's not just a drain opener, it's a drain cleaner. So it's cleaning the sidewall all the way down where there's no hair that's going to cling to that because there's nothing oily. Now, right back to test tube number 2. It smells so bad right now, the chemicals that you'll know when you take the cap off of there what I'm talking about. Now, the one thing they tell you on the back of this bottle, they say don't mix chemicals. You can have a bad reaction. You can hurt yourself because of the toxic reaction. Now, since we have an innovative drain cleaning method without acid, without ammonia, without any animal fat, with that accelerated formula, it gets right through the acid and gets to work right away and starts to break down the clog. I'm talking about the clog with the bugs, the clog with the critters, the clog with the oil and the grease in the hair. It's breaking it all down into foam. It's absolutely amazing. I love it. I love it because it works so fast. Now, we've got a perfect consistency in the product. It weighs heavier than the water when you mix it, and it gets right through the the standing water. So if you have a clog with standing water, pour it in there. It's going to get right through the water down to the clog and start to saponify right away with that accelerated formula. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and rinse this test tube number 1 so you can get a bird's eye view of what I'm talking about, because a picture is worth a million words. So I'm going to run the water, but I want you to take a look. Everything, all the grease and all the oil have been suspended free from the inside of the drain line. Now it flows right through the system. Everything goes right through there. You have squeaky clean drain lines, nothing sticky, nothing oily is left behind. I love it.
Yeah, and it's also safe for PVC, for copper pipes, for steel pipes, for, I know,
yes, it is.
You can name all the pipes it's safe for. You know all the different ones better than I do, but that's a big deal.
I know them all. I know them all. Yeah, I know. I think you told me before you have an older home.
I do.
I think. Okay, so the older homes, let's get on that right away, because the older homes, they have the old terracotta clay pipes that run from under the house out to the sidewalk. SuperFast is safe on there. The copper drain lines, the PVC drain lines, the galvanized steel drain lines, and I'm talking about any kind of drain line, even the drain line on the air conditioning units. You know, those are PVC pipes. SuperFast will clean that. But what I got to get into right away, and this is factual. We did our homework on this one, Helen. There's about the dirtiest place in your whole house is the drain line of your kitchen sink. There's 500,000 particles of bacteria per square inch in the drain line of your kitchen sink. You got to eliminate that, because that's a food source for all the little bugs and the critters in there. And they don't die, they multiply. So eliminate the food source, because you don't want anything coming back up out of your drain line at nighttime when you're turning the lights out. So here's about 6 to 8 ounces of our SuperFast drain cleaner right over top of last week's food, last month's food, even last year's food. It's hardened and solidified. It doesn't matter how long and how hard it's been sitting in your drain line. SuperFast goes to work. Now, I got to do something for you so you know how to work this, Helen. I want you to take a look. So what I have, Helen, I got a cup of hot water and a glass measuring cup. So here's how you mix it when you get it home. This is what I want you to do. You take an application of our SuperFast Max, you pour it right into the cup of hot water. It's hot water activated. Now I want you to see it's foaming, it's fizzing, it's fuzzing in there. And to hurry up the process, you can just go ahead and stir it, and you can pour that right down the drain. Now what I want to show you next is, if you have pet hair, if you have human hair, hair is the #1 culprit when it comes to the clogs at home. It doesn't matter if you have pet hair, human hair, fuzzling, or fur. SuperFast Max will break down that hair into foam in about 10 minutes time. There's your time-lapse videos for you to see and get a bird's eye view of what I'm talking about. Now, if you don't eliminate the hair, I just want to give you a good picture. This is the inside of your drain line. After you wash your dog, after you wash your cat one time with the long hair, the inside of your drain line looks something like that right there. You got to eliminate that, because that builds and builds and builds till your lines are completely choked out and nothing gets through anymore.
Yeah, and I do want to mention, we've only got about 4 minutes left to talk about the SuperFast Drain Cleaner. First of all, it's exclusive to us here at HSN. It is the #1 seller in the Professor Amos line. You get 48 uses. 48 uses. Now remember, everything at HSN right now, we're doing a 90-day return policy. I do have this available in my house. It's not on auto ship available today, but I actually do have it on auto ship. You have 48 uses. You can see, because you're getting 2 bottles, 24 uses per bottle, and you're getting 2 of them, the full size. By the way, they're very easy to store. So if you don't have a lot of room in your house, these are really easy to store when you have the concentrate in the crystals. And also, the price is this day only. So it's $6.10 over here on the East Coast. At midnight, the price goes up back to $47.95. When you see things on air, when we're featuring products that we have on our television, that means the digital price is usually the best it's gonna be, and that's what's going on right now. You can shop by going to hsn.com, our digital store, which is open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You need the item number, which is 709284. I use my smartphone. There's a free downloadable app, whether you have an Apple or Android, and then I do my shopping right on my phone. Super easy. We can't wait to send this out to you. It is not a product available in stores. It's only available here at HSN in the United States. And the other thing, this is a professional product. This is used in hair salons. This is used in high-end hotels, not just in the United States, but globally, in Germany, in Italy, in Japan, and all over the world. How many countries are you guys in now? 35?
I can't even count. We're in so many. everybody, like you said, Germany, England, Russia, Canada. I go there every 3 months, Helen. Every 3 months I'm overseas. You know, of course not right now, but on the regular tip, I am, and they love it. They're smart people over there. They know good products when they see it. They know innovative products when they see it. So here's what I did. I did a side-by-side while you were talking, just to let you know I got 6 to 8 ounces in test tube number 1. I poured that whole jug of the chemicals into test tube number 2, and you can see all the chemicals down there just lingering, and it starts to get hot. Eliminate the heat index. Use a proprietary formula that doesn't heat up your drain lines and doesn't crack them. Now, I want to get right onto this sink because we're talking about safety first. Now, before I do that, since I'm here, I got to let you know, these two containers here, 48 applications. Now, let me just Helen, just wrap your head around this real quick. You got the SuperFast drain cleaner you all know and love since 2003. That's how long we've been at HSN. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bottles there. This makes more than 8 bottles of the SuperFast drain cleaner you all know and love by my dad, Professor Amos, and it's a proprietary formula. Remember, it's safe on the designer sinks. It's safe on the fixtures. If that was that consumer product from the store, it'd rust them out and etch them and ruin the finish on your fiberglass or your porcelain. But you see, you get maximum strength result. It's breaking down the hair and the foam and the grease. It's breaking it all down into foam in just a nick of time.
Yeah, and you know, I was like blown away when I saw how many of the liquid. So again, if you have a storage issue, you're gonna love these. So keep shopping. This is new, this is exclusive. You have a couple hours left for this amazing price, $709,284. Use FlexPay, it's any major credit card, $13.32. We can't wait to send it to your house. We're gonna jump into the Today Special, but I want you to learn a little bit more behind the brand. Professor Amos and his